I think a good definition of an engine is an equipment designed, of course, to produce output torque, and is an equipment designed to burn air. The majority of the people, they say, no, that motor burns fuel. No. The engine burns air. What engine is more efficient? The engine that burns more air with less amount of fuel. The diesel engines are the more efficient. Because in a diesel engine, you can introduce the maximum amount of air with the turbos or superchargers, and with a small amount of fuel, burn more air and produce more torque. In diesel, when the piston is going down with the intake valve open, only suction air, pure air, and suction air, and close the valves. When the valves are closed, the piston goes up. And compressed, pure air. Air. When the air is full compressed, pure air, the injector open, no spark plug. The injector open and inject, spray, atomize a little amount of fuel. And that small of fuel, because the air is at high temperature and high pressure, the temperature is around 1075 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pressure is superior than 600 psi. At that excessive amount of pressure and temperature, when the fuel enters atomized, produce the explosion and the piston goes down. Boom. This is only possible with diesel. In order to understand the forex trucks, I prepared this slide. This slide is this is the block. This is the block. This is the head. The piston is moving up and down, and the crankshaft is rotating. In this particular example, we are going to suppose that it's rotating clockwise. All right, and those are the intake valves, and those are the exhaust valves. And I prepared this table. In the table, I put the typical 4 strokes that you hear: intake, compression, power, and exhaust. Intake, compression, power, and exhaust. Those are the typical 4 strokes. And right now, the piston tries to goes up again, and what happened with the valves? Intake and exhaust. Intake stay closed and exhaust open, and the smoke goes out. This is exhaust. All right, the piston is going up. The crankshaft rotates other 180, and the valves intake closed and exhaust open. Bingo. What happened in 2 strokes? In 2 strokes, there are some difference. For example, in 2 strokes, the cylinder is not a cylindrical element like this. The cylinder have a couple of holes, one in each side, 2 holes, one in front of the other one, like the picture that you have on the screen right now. In the bottom of the cylinder, if you check in the picture, there are 2 holes, one practically in front of the other one. And additionally, the shape of the piston, the head of the piston in 2-stroke engines have this shape, like a castle, like this. And what is the idea? In the bottom of the cylinder, there are the holes, one hole here and other hole in the other side for exhaust, because the exhaust manifold is located here in the other side for exhaust. Yeah, one of the difference. If you check for visual inspection, the 2-stroke engines have the input of the mixture and the output of the gases in the bottom of the block, not on top. When the piston is going down, and reach the bottom, the fresh mixture enter and push the smoke out, because both ports are one in front of the other one. And right now, when the piston tries to reach up, close this port and close the other port and compress the mixture. And just before the piston reach the top of the center, the spark plug produces the explosion and the piston goes down immediately and the cycle continues. In other words, in a two-stroke gasoline engines, intake and exhaust occur in one direction and compression and power in the other direction. Two strokes, two movements. In the bottom of the cylinder, two-stroke diesel, there are holes, like the cylinder that you have on the screen right now. Those holes are excellent for the intrusion of air, pure air. And how the air enter in the bottom? In this particular case, it's not like in the previous one, gasoline two-stroke that only for atmospheric pressure enter. In this particular case, there is located this element. This element is the supercharger or blower. The blower suction the air, this is the air filter, and suction the air and enter the air with high pressure and high speed in the bottom of the cylinder. And right now the air enter here, and in the moment that the air is entering, because the piston reached the bottom depth center, the piston reached the bottom, in the moment that the piston reached the bottom, immediately the exhaust valve open. Yes, the diesel engines two strokes, they only have exhaust valves. Alright, and this is the crankshaft, and the crankshaft, the gear of the crankshaft engage with the gear of the camshaft. This is the timing position, and the camshaft, those are the lows of the camshafts, move the push rods, and the push rods activate the rocker arm, and the rocker arm open or close the valves. This is the typical diesel engine two-stroke engine.